a wonderful night planned, this wonderful hour with... Oh, these words hurt. Our favorite edgelord. God, that hurt. Oh my goodness. He has been very excited for this panel. He has been very excited to speak to all of you. So, ladies, yes, he can talk. You would be surprised. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, give it up for the Edgeatollah reviews the Trollah cartoons.
The time is now to become part of something bigger than yourself. A force that will change the game.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
We'll unite, speak our voice, use our power, and influence the world. We will create a new future.
BronyCon! My name is CarToonZ, and I am the certified controversial cult of chaos. I am the MC master of disaster. I am the stallion of the hour that's too sweet to be sour, and above all else, I am your Edgeatollah of reviews and Trollah!
And he's so honest about it!
Woo! It has been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since I've been here at BronyCon. Last time I was here, oh.
You were back.
Yeah, there was that thing that happened a while ago. I took over to his channel. I did a really cringy lip sync performance.
I call your
One of myself in front of everybody. That was not fun. So you know what? I'm good at a lot of things. And I guess in an ironic way, I'm pretty good at topping myself. So we're going to do exactly that tonight on Ow the Edge, an hour with CarToonZ, BronyCon edition. By the way, thanks to whoever got me this selfie stick a while ago. I love it. It's awesome. And also, it'll serve as a very nice prop for things later on today. Hey, CarToonZ, why don't you shove it up your butt? That's the only thing you're good at.
Isn't that Kiki's job?
No, Kichi and I are on better terms. Trust me. Trust me. Oh boy.
Says you!
Indeed says me. Indeed says me. So, holy crap! I can feel that. Can you feel that? Can you feel? Hey, I feel like I want to be the neighbors that are upstairs, just like, turn it down there. Trying to have a panel.
Look who's talking.
It was your quaking ego.
Vibrations, I tell you, that's what the Edge does. It emanates. It emits throughout the entire room. That's what Edge does.
Just like your stench!
You're making the building cringe.
We got a lot of fun stuff. So, I want to make a real quick little thank you to BronyCon, first off, for allowing me to have like all these different panels. When it comes to the cost,
So they didn't give you a restraining order?
it's currently 1 a.m. on Saturday, and I actually want to thank all of you guys who actually turned out for this. Thank you. Technically speaking, it's Sunday morning, but you know what? Whatever. Technicalities aside, thank you guys for actually turning out for this. It means the world to me. Thank you. But you know, I kind of noticed something.
You're sure?
I'm gonna have to. Okay, you know what? In all seriousness, I get the jokes, but can we actually? I'm trying to be serious here for once. You know, I appreciate the jokes and all that. You can save that for another time, but please, it keeps interrupting the flow of everything. So I'm gonna ask, just politely, just knock it off. All right? I hope you guys are actually entertained with all this. Well, you know what? It's whatever. So the unfortunate thing about this panel, it sums down to two little words. Parental guidance, PG. Now I asked, hey, can I be in the Hall of Chaos this year? Didn't hear back from it. So I'm here in the Hall of the Moon, where I have to be PG.
Oh no, one a downer.
I gotta wonder, who did I piss off backstage? Everyone listening, because hello, I'm CarToonZ. I'm not exactly the most PG dude on the block. They do call me the rated R superstar for a reason, but that's beside the point. The real point here is that this panel has to be entirely PG. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Because I don't give a damn when any— oh crap, I just swore. Oh no, oh no.
Don't give a dog.
Oh no, this is not good. I'm gonna get kicked out of the con now. I said a bad word on a PG panel. Oh, I'm gonna get blacklisted for BronyCon and every other convention. Where else am I gonna go? Freaking FurryCon? Lord knows the furries won't take me. Lord knows the Steven Universe fandom won't take me. Maybe if I lower my standards and if I try to go for the Undertale fandom, maybe. Oh! The point is, it doesn't matter if it's G, PG, PG-13, rated R, NC-17. There's only one rating that CarToonZ can be given, and that is CTZ, CarToonZ. It's the only thing we got to work with. Now, I've kind of perfected my formula when it comes to this panel. I've decided I'm not going to really roast anybody in the audience. I'm not going to roast any of my friends because, one, I'm tired of that. I'm tired. I just want to try something a little different. And I think I might have found something that actually might work with that. So we're going to roast the media. We're going to roast some really stupid idiots. And hey, we might even get to, what was the thing I was talking about before? Oh yes, we might even get to talk about what you see on some of those cartoons, but you might actually be wondering one simple question: what is #JoinTheRevolution? You've probably been wondering that because that's been popping up in a lot of videos. You saw that in the video that was actually playing here. Well, let me tell you something. That revolution is something actually pretty important. I started off out of the edge at CNPC pretty serious with the 3 C's, well technically 4 C's, but I'm going to start it serious with this. If you want to be a part of this revolution, all you gotta do is open your mind. All you have to do is realize that with everything that's going on, this revolution is many things. It's an emotional revolution. It's a mental revolution. It's a physical revolution. It's even a spiritual revolution. It's a revolution for yourself. It's a revolution for you to speak your mind. It's a revolution to not be afraid to speak your mind and say whatever you want. With, of course, PG if we're in this kind of room, so it's many things. But do you want to join a revolution where you can actually be free to say what you want? Do you want to join a revolution where you don't have to feel afraid to actually speak your mind? Do you want to be a part of my revolution? And when I say my revolution, I mean our revolution. Well, stick around, because if you want to be a part of that, I got a bag of buttons over there with your guys' names on it. Well, let's actually get started with the show. So, at Crystal Mountain PonyCon. Great place, Mormon country, kind of boring. But still fair, Let me tell you, the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the My Little Pony movie. And specifically, I wanted to talk about something that I noticed. Let me bring this up real quick for all of you guys. So you like the poster, right? I kind of went over the poster. Now here's the thing. I pointed out before, where are the rest of the main six?
Nowhere.
Where are the actual stars that are front and center? Hang on a sec. Where are the stars that are like front and center? Yeah, I'm using this, deal with it. Where are the stars that are front and center right there? Well, wouldn't you know it? It was only about maybe a few days, maybe even a week before San Diego Comic-Con. Anyone went to San Diego Comic-Con? Show of hands. Well, there's one person. And I'm assuming he went broke afterwards because Lord knows San Diego Comic-Con is pricey. But it was then at San Diego Comic-Con where I noticed something that they decided to unveil. Where is the post? Oh, here it is, right here. Wait. I want to just take this moment to say something. I called it. I am so glad because I don't know if someone was there that decided to listen to me because look what we have there. It's all of the main six and it's all of their voice actors. Right there. They fixed the poster and I'm going to take full responsibility for that because I called it and I said all they had to do was just fix the poster. And lo and behold, they fixed the poster.
Yeah, but we have three ponies.
You know, that's really the least of our worries when we can at least get something right. You know what? When it comes to this, you may win a few battles, you probably won't win the war, but it's the little things that count, you know, and I'll take this little victory right here.
If they listen to you, we're all doomed.
If they listen to me, we would probably be better off. But maybe that's just me. Ooh, boy. Now I get to talk about this. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, because I'm just going to wrap up some of the stuff I did at Crystal Mountain, I talked about quite a lot of different things. One of those things was Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go is a very interesting show because I showed a while ago what the schedule looked like. And if you want to see this, mess. So let me get this straight. So this was, this was on Saturday on the something, I think. I can't quite tell. I think it was like last month or so. Can someone explain to me who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to do this? All those yellow spots are Teen Titans Go. Do you mean to tell me that on that specific day, right there, it is nothing, straight to bottom, every hour of every minute of every second is Teen Titans Go?
That is garbage. That makes me sad.
No, I can probably understand. I'll probably justify it by saying, oh, well, it's a marathon. We're getting ready for our new special, which is coming out. Okay, that's all fine and well. Well, I have news for you guys. That's not what they're going to be doing. In fact, Jeez Louise. Just in a few days, we're gonna, oh wow. You can look with all the stuff that they're doing. There's an event horizon right there. It's with all the amount of Teen Titans Go that is airing every hour of every day, of every second, of every millisecond, of every point in the universe is colliding because all Cartoon Network knows how to do now is just show Teen Titans Go. You gotta be kidding me. Remember when Cartoon Network used to be good? No. Yes! Clap for some of these classic shows. Let's see. Oh wait, no. Clap with me. Let's go with Dexter's Lab. Powerpuff Girls. And Nettie, maybe? Remember when Cartoon Network used to care about more than just one show to sell themselves? Because here's the thing, if they went with just an entire showing of like Powerpuff Girls, that would be fine. As long as they don't show the reboot all that time, in that case, we're screwed. Wait, is screwed a PG word? I'm pretty sure screwed is a PG word. Messed up, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Don't worry, it's not impeding my vocabulary. But here's the thing that I just want to point out. If you show a kid the same show over and over again, it's kind of like, what is it, Pavlov's bell theory, where if you just trigger them over and over and over again with the same show, they're not going to watch anything else. And I have a good feeling that maybe that's what Cartoon Network wants to do, because Cartoon Network is a washed up network now that is, well, just should now be called the Teen Titans Go Network. And that bothers me, that really irks me, because it used to have such good shows. Oh yeah, Steven Universe, whenever it comes on in the blue moon. Or maybe Sonic Boom. Maybe that's an okay show, right? Sonic Boom has its moments, let's be fair. And then they recently started showing something, what was it, OKKO? Any fans of that? Okay, a few fans of that. That's good. If you're gonna have a network that's called Cartoon Network, okay, you should call it CarToonZ Network, because Lord knows I can put up a better roster easily. And it'll be nothing but Sonic Boom. I'm just kidding. I would actually put better effort into it, because you know what? There's a little app on your phone that you can pay for a little bit. Yes, I am self-promoting them. There's a thing on here called the Boomerang app. Remember Cartoon Network has Boomerang? Oh yes! That's all the classic shows. Because if you're gonna show support for Cartoon Network, don't do it that way. Show support by watching the old stuff. Watch Boomerang, show them that those old shows matter, because when those old shows matter, they come back. Just like DuckTales. Just like when they're trying to bring back Young Justice. Yeah! Just like when they're trying to bring back Hey Arnold. Maybe even with them bringing back Rocko's Modern Life. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that I've noticed. We turn back to the past so much because nowadays we just miss the old stuff. Because the old stuff, when you take away the rose-tinted glasses, you realize those shows had such great potential to them, and they still do to this day. Teen Titans Go is dated. It's dumbed down, watered down. The thing is, it still gets good ratings. And that's all the network cares about, is that it has good ratings. Because then, with that case, then Cartoon Network is just gonna slowly die. And then Nickelodeon's probably gonna take over. No. And then air nothing but SpongeBob! Honestly though, I gotta ask you guys, would you guys honestly prefer Teen Titans Go or SpongeBob? SpongeBob! You guys would honestly prefer SpongeBob? Lord knows I probably would too.
Is there a secret action?
But you know what? No. To be fair, I remember that they decided, you know what? We're gonna be nice. We're gonna show the original Teen Titans at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Who's up at 6 a.m.?
Kids. You gotta go to work, obviously. People who have jobs. Ironically, adults, probably, who will stay up that late and show support, and that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to show support. Whenever the original Teen Titans comes on, watch the original, because that will show that it still matters. Now we're gonna move off of what I originally covered, and now we're gonna move on to some fresh meats.
Oh boy.
And how we're going to do this, I've already picked out a good candidate, because I don't actually have a list with me, but there's a few things on my little list that I want to discuss. And that first thing on the list is going to be something that just came out recently.
Emoji movie.
Where did I? Ah, yes, right here. So, I'm assuming we have a few Crash Bandicoot fans in here, maybe? A few y'all who played the Insane Trilogy, maybe? Yes. I'm gonna assume so. Man, that game is so hard. It's like Dark Souls. Shut up. Please, for the love of God, shut up. Or maybe just put your Cheeto-flavored fingers into your mouth and just shut up. Give me a break. When I looked at this article, I was baffled, because it reminded me of something. Yes, there's such a thing as hard games, but don't automatically label them like Dark Souls. The way that I look at this, here's the thing. I've noticed that when it comes to hard games, some of the quote-unquote hardcore gamers look down at some of the other gamers and say, you can't handle that, you freaking casual. I'm gonna say something right now that I've been wanting to say for a while. It does not matter if the game is easy, normal, or hard. You should still have fun with the game, and don't take away that fun from someone who loves games like Crash Bandicoot. It's a simple matter of respect. And I know that's something that not a lot of gamers have. Lord knows a lot of them probably have XX battle tags for like freaking Overwatch or, let me see, Call of Duty or something like that.
Like your Twitter?
Or on Twitter, or on Twitter. The way that I look at this, you should never shame someone if they're not good at a game. Guess what? I suck at games. I really do. Even though I try to play myself off as like one of the best gamers out there, guess what? Spoiler alert, I'm not. And that's okay. I have fun with the game. And Lord knows the first Crash Bandicoot game made me want to rip my hair out and eat my hat. Actually, you know what? My hat kind of tastes like licorice now that I think about it. It's a little weird like that.
I thought it would taste like cinnamon.
But it's okay. It's okay because you're allowed to play whatever game you want. You're allowed to have fun with any game you want. No one will question you. Unless you're playing like maybe, I don't know.
E.T. for Atari.
Hello Kitty Island.
Oh, I'm gonna get to Pokemon later on, trust me. Let me tell you about that. I
E.T. for Atari.
had something special to talk about with Pokemon.
Like your hat?
My point is, we need to get rid of this whole stupid stigma of, oh, suddenly because a game is hard, it's like Dark Souls. Here's the thing, I've actually played a little bit of Dark Souls, and that game is freaking hard. But not every game that's hard is Dark Souls, and we need to get rid of that. Just because this game is hard does not make it Dark Souls, okay? It's not that hard to figure out here.
And actually be able to take a look at what the game actually is. And what Crash Bandicoot is a platforming game. And not a lot of people are used to it.
Yeah, because everyone's all just used to all the same generic shooters all over the place. I mean, it happens.
It's Polygon. What do you expect?
What do I expect? I expect that gamers should have at least a little bit more respect than to just slap that all over there, all right?
I say it's Polygon. What are you expecting?
I don't know what I'm expecting at this point. Hang on a second.
Certainly not competent Doom gameplay.
Oh boy. Yeah. Basically, don't shame someone if they suck at a game. That's simple. Do you think you guys can do that? Good. Okay. So what is next on my little list here? Oh boy. We're about to get a little controversial up in here.
Only just now.
As opposed to when?
When do we Donkey Kong?
So who here's excited for, let's move this off to, let's say Marvel. Who's here excited for Black Panther? Woo! Where are my Marvel fans up in here? Show of hands. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I've been waiting. I'm waiting for Avengers Infinity War. I wanted that trailer to drop like yesterday.
What about Thor Ragnarok?
And Thor Ragnarok, that's gonna be good too. But there was something that I couldn't help but notice. And I had to dig around to actually find this, but boy oh boy, am I ready to roast some stupid idiots. Mainly one of my friends, because this particular friend is uncultured and stupid as heck, and I don't talk to him anymore, and I can still talk to you like this, Brandon, okay? Just letting you know. I'm putting you on the spotlight for this. So, my buddy, Brandon, is a little uncultured. He doesn't quite understand how things kind of work these days. He always loves to go on Tumblr boards and make fun of stuff and try to pick a fight with stuff. But this, when he showed me this little article, oh God, I was pissed. Okay, so he showed me an article that was talking about Black Panther, and it was a certain poster of Black Panther just sitting all comfortably on a throne. And he's like, you know, Marvel, I think, is trying to pull a racist reference here. I think, dare I say, that the Black Panther poster that they have right now is a little too black. It's a little too militant. I'm like, oh, please enlighten me as to what's going on here. Okay, let me show you what he was referring to, because he did a little research as to what he wanted to go with on this.
Is it on Reddit?
He wanted me to point this out. Now, as we can see there on the right, that right there is the Black Panther poster that is currently out. Pretty cool looking. The person on the left, now I had to actually write this down in my notes here. The person on the left there is Huey P. Newton, who was the co-founder of the Panther Party, a figure who in the 1960s was seen as extreme and militant. Can someone please explain to me how that equals that up there? Because that's really, really stretching it for people, and especially Brandon, to start saying that that is a reference to that, and that suddenly Marvel is being too black. Well, I didn't hear anyone complaining about the Boondocks, so why are you complaining now? I didn't hear anyone complaining about Luke Cage. So why all of a sudden should we hear about this now? Well, here's the great thing about that. I'm about ready to really drop some real stupid acid here. So he had the gall to ask me this. Hey, Zach, I know there's a Black Panther, but how come there are no White Panthers?
All Captain America.
Let's kill him.
How come there are no White Panthers? Oh, I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding so much. But I'm not. He actually asked. How come there's no such thing as like White Panthers? I'm pretty sure those are snow leopards, maybe? Or maybe they're just different cats, but like why does that matter? Are we gonna bring up, oh, there was a Panther party and suddenly now, look how symbolic this is. Look what we're trying to reference. There's some secret metatext. There's such a, shut up! Please, shut up! Oh, but that's not the worst part. That's not the worst part. I'm about ready to drop the second part on you.
Oh my God, no way.
So we know that Black Panther is set up in Wakanda, which in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is set in Africa. So my friend Brandon is just like, hey, Zach, there's something I noticed. So this movie's set in this Wakanda place, right? Wakanda, funny. How come there are no white people in Wakanda?
I knew it.
I don't know, how come there are no black people in Lord of the Rings? That shut him up real quick. Here's the thing. I am so sick and tired of the media trying to dig and find any little clue or any little reference or something to try and make it look like Marvel's trying to do something kind of racist or black power or all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. Does it really matter when it comes to everything at the end of the day? This is what I noticed with like the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. There was all this controversy surrounding it, and it spoiled the movie for so many people. It started up wars on Tumblr, it started up wars on Twitter, it started up wars on BuzzFeed and TMZ, and all over the place. You think maybe for once, when it comes to a big movie like this, people can stop looking for excuses to try and argue and just enjoy the movie? Woo! Too much to ask? Apparently it is. Apparently it is when it comes to something like this. Now let me just state for the record, I am not racist in any way, I'm not advocating anything, I'm simply pointing out the stupidity of people trying to make it look like Black Panther is trying to be too black. What next? You're gonna start complaining about the new Lion King movie cast that's suddenly too black? It's set in Africa! Of course it's going to be too black because it's Africa! What next? Are you gonna freaking tell me that a movie set over in China is too Chinese? Or a movie set over in the Philippines is too Filipino? Actually, you know what? I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think there's ever been a case where it's been too Filipino.
We can do it.
Because they group all Asians into one category.
And that's also really stupid too, I just want to point out. Point is, don't be stupid and do stuff like this. Don't be a Brandon. Please, for the love of God, don't be a Brandon. Okay, what was up next?
That's the posture of a king.
Oh, God, I can talk about this. So my buddy Silver over here probably will get this. Remember the Spidey article that we were talking about? That one? Okay. So I love how Tumblr, oh yeah, I'm talking about Tumblr. I love how Tumblr, now to be fair, they do some really good job when it comes to digging into the meta text and digging out like all these really long posts about how if you interpret it like this, it really means all this, it's really deep. That's good. It's actually good because you can actually talk about some of the stuff when it comes to certain series, like let's say we can talk about Harry Potter and how one specific scene is so very important. That's good. Can we talk about the Spider-Man movie for a second? The new one that just came out right now, Spider-Man Homecoming. Who saw it?
Yeah.
So one particular Tumblr user, and I found this thanks to Silver, he showed me a little thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I thought, ah, here you are. This is what happens when you dig a little too deep and realize that what you're trying to do is not very smart. We're in that part of the internet now. Yes, we are. Okay, let me just bring this up so I can actually properly read it. And this will actually load.
Starburst is putting all over again.
Okay. So I, for one, love the new Spider-Man movie. I know a lot of you guys loved it too. But can we really try not to dig into the meta text here? Okay, so let's see. So here's my proof that Peter Parker is a trans boy. This ought to be good. Which, by the way, if you're trans, fully support all you guys. Some of my best friends are trans, and I fully support all of you guys that are wanting to do that. I understand that for times right now, it's a little difficult. So a part of that revolution that I want to say is, don't be scared to be who you are. Do not be ashamed for a single second of who you are. And don't be an idiot like this who tries to come up with this deep little text post that really, when you dig into it, is not really good. So let's break this down, shall we? Okay, so here's his evidence. Peter getting bullied for being trans is 10 times more believable than him getting bullied for being a nerd.
What?
What does him being trans have anything to do with the movie? Okay. This is a PG panel, but I'm going to say this word anyway because I think it's PG. Penis Parker is actually a transphobic insult. When Peter first started hacking, it fell out of his pants and Flashes never let him live it down. When did that ever happen in the movie, and what clues exactly are you talking about with this? Ned asks him, do you lay eggs, even though only female spiders lay eggs, because Ned knows Peter is trans.
Ned was just being stupid.
Or maybe Ned was just being stupid. Peter is shorter than the entirety of the cast.
So are you?
And what does him having short prove that he's trans?
Hey, if we're standing next to Anthony C, does that mean we're all trans?
Yes, apparently by this logic, if you're short, you're trans.
Okay.
That is really stupid. That's not how this works. All right, now here we go. Even though most 15-year-old boys have tied ties before, Aunt May has to teach Peter how to do a Windsor knot because this is his first school dance as a boy.
He's a high schooler.
He's a high schooler.
I still don't know how to tie ties. I'm 20.
Okay, who here can actually tie a tie?
Got your bow tie right
Okay, there you go. So suddenly, if you can't tie a tie, you're trans. Well, that sucks for you, I guess. No, actually, it doesn't. Okay, so honestly, the entirety of the I know what a girl sounds like. I'm not a girl, I'm a man. I mean, I'm a male scene is good evidence. No, it isn't. How exactly is that evidence? I mean, he was having a moment where he was like panicking. How does that translate to that? It doesn't. And, God. Cis, God, I hate the word cis, it doesn't even make any sense to me. Cis guys can start puberty as early as 9 years old, but Peter is just now getting the your body is flowering comments at 15 because he recently started T.
What does that even mean?
Delete your account for the love of everybody else in this room. I'm gonna cycle into this by saying, I don't like how we have to add tropes to all these different things, like, hey, guess what? This character's gay. Hey, guess what? This character's trans. Hey, guess what? This character's autistic. Hey, guess what? This guy was in a really crappy movie, but guess what? Now he's all better. If you add tropes to all of your movie characters, then all people are going to see are tropes. And Lord knows if they actually did this, this would set the internet on fire and no one would shut up about it and no one would be able to actually enjoy the fact that Spider-Man Homecoming is a really good movie and you should just ignore this. Okay, where was I on this? Ooh. Okay. Now we're getting even deeper into this. So, does anybody know of a game called Dream Daddy? Yeah, quite a few of you guys do. Toon just recently played it on his Twitch streams. If you want to watch him play some pretty fun stuff, that's the place to go. And he took a really bad path, I'm gonna be honest. He took the bad ending with Robert, and that did not turn out real well. But there was something that I wanted to talk about, and this is very important when I talk about the revolution. Did you know that people are stupid? Yeah. A lot of people are stupid. I want to talk for a second about, and I noticed I said that a lot in one of my last panels. I want to talk to you about, where is the image here? It was right around here somewhere. Oh yes, I want to talk for a second about this image right here. So, here's the thing.
Why is Sombra in there?
Holy crap, it kind of does look like Sombra a little bit. So, this actually kind of segues really nicely into this. So, in the game, one of the characters is actually trans. You know, they're transferring from, I believe, what was it, male to female? I think I'm correct. I believe it was female. I believe it was like the goth one, the super sophisticated. Damien. Okay, that's really good that they put that in the game. I love what they did with Dream Daddy because they talked about so many different topics and they made it okay. It's normalized. We don't have to make it a big deal. It's suddenly not the next hottest thing or trendy to be this. It's just very simple. That's good. So this artist made this image here, and no less than a few hours later, this artist started getting death threats. I've seen my fair share of images. I've seen my fair share of fan art. I've even seen some of the worst of like Sonic the Hedgehog fan art. Sorry, buddy. But this is where I draw the line, because I'm going to show you guys a series of tweets right here, and you're going to not believe what comes up with these. Okay, so yes, this is PG. This is PG. So, oh, hang on, I actually should look over it over here. Okay, so the Twitter for Dream Daddy's like, we were recently informed that a fan artist has been receiving death threats and hate messages. Our team does not support this. Dream Daddy, a daddy dating simulator, was built around positivity and support. Disagreements will happen, but we ask that you remain civil and constructive. Give them a round of applause for handling this as professional as they could. And they were right on that. They were right on it because they do not tolerate this kind of BS, and you shouldn't either. So the tweet then goes on from this one person that goes on to say, I understand that the death threats are way too far. The only problem is the fact that they drew Damien, a trans male, into a female, which is wrong on many levels, and makes a lot of trans people feel extremely uncomfortable and be represented incorrectly. In general, it's transphobic.
Buzzwords galore.
Buzzwords galore indeed. Well, if I'm correct, if you're an artist, how many artists are in the room, please? Show of hands. Oh, come on, Soma, Vaughn, I know you two are artists. Yeah, both of you are artists. You do good work. So, if you're an artist, you're allowed to draw whatever you want. You're allowed to express yourself. You're allowed to take versions of characters, just like with cosplay, and sort of shift them around for your style. That's okay. That's your mind, your vision, your imagination with that type of thing. But here's where I'm going to draw the line with this next tweet right here.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Of
course the death threats are wrong, but no! Stop right there. Stop right there. Of course the death threats are wrong, but no, it stops right there. It stops right there. There is no actual, legitimate, sensible, civil reason in any shape or form, in any universe, in any plane of existence, on any planet, where that is okay. There is no reason at all for there to be death threats in the first place. You are allowed to express yourself. You are allowed to put up what you want. Making death threats over the internet is so old. It's just a person behind a computer screen wanting to try and ruin your day. And I cannot stand that. Of course they're wrong, but no. That is never okay. And if any of you try to do that, you are way less of a person than I can possibly give you respect for. I can't even give you respect for that. There's no legitimate reason why that should be ever the case. Look at what happened with like the Steven Universe fandom. Look at what happened in the Voltron fandom. We are supposed to be better than this, because when the official people start looking down and they see this, I can tell you this right now, they will see all the positive stuff. When they go to cons and they see all the fans, they will see all the positive things that are going on. They will see the fans. They'll go to the vendors and see all the art. They will see how people are willing to support them. But then they're gonna see stuff like this. And even though we would give our hearts and would give everything to them just to show how much we love and respect them, whether it's a Dream Daddy dating simulator game or whether it's something on a much bigger scale, it does not matter the scale. When it comes to this sort of stuff, don't do it. And that segues into what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about one word that has bothered me for a while: pretentious.
Oh boy.
These are the people that think on the internet that just because they have a keyboard automatically means they're right. Well, honey, sweetheart, darling, everything is subjective and everybody is wrong. Everybody is wrong because you can't argue what is right, because there will always be something that is arguing wrong. Therefore, it's an endless circle and nothing is ever resolved. So, you can have your opinion, sure, but everybody's wrong in the end, if you really think about it. I can't stand these people that decide, you know, I'm just going to boast on the internet that I know everything. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? I know a lot of things about this, but I'm not gonna tell you because I don't think you're smart enough to understand it. Shut up, please. I've been noticing I've been saying that a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna roll with that. If you have this mindset where you honestly think that you're smarter than everybody else, spoiler alert, you're not. Because there's always gonna be someone smarter than you. It's like an animal system. Imagine if you're just this little mouse. A snake's gonna eat you. And then a bigger thing is going to eat you. So you may be the snake, but there's gonna be something else out there that's going to eat you alive too. So really think about in the grand scheme of things how don't try to pretend that you're the smartest person in the world or the smartest person in the room, because in the next room, there's gonna be someone smarter than you. Just saying. Oh God, you know, it really bugs me because I had a lot of people come up to me and they're just like, you know what, Toon, I know things about you. CarToonZ, I know things about you. Oh really, please tell them to me. Oh, well you're just gonna have to find out for yourself.
Yep.
You're just gonna have to, oh, I don't know, wait around. You know, I really want to talk to you. Come talk to me when maybe you figure things out about yourself. Who the heck are you to try and tell me that you know something about me? Who the heck are you to go on Tumblr of all places and start boasting that you have a smart idea and everyone should listen to you? Guess what? If you have a smart idea, approach it from a different angle. Because Lord knows if you just go boasting about it, no one's gonna listen to you. Am I right?
Yeah.
This is simple common sense. You don't need to be pretentious. You don't need to have your head up in the clouds. You don't need to be any of that. I may allow you to express yourself, but do it in the right way. Sorry, what was that?
Do we have the right cartoons?
I should think so. I, for one, welcome this cartoon.
Me too. Same.
Oh man, look, I may go across as being the edgiest dude alive, but I've got at least some good ideas. So maybe that counts for something.
Statistically, you would have to.
Exactly. But now, I have saved the best for last. I have saved the main event. You guys have just been chomping on little appetizers. You guys have been munching on mozzarella sticks waiting for your order to show up. Well, boy, do I have a main event for all of you.
How did you make my food diary?
Let's see, where is it? Where did I put it? I put it right here. So, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. And when I saw this happen in the great city of Chicago, where I am born and raised, I am embarrassed and ashamed to have what happened at Pokemon Go Fest happen. And to anyone that went there, I apologize in advance. Actually, come to think of it, I hear that Pokemon Go is kind of doing okay right now despite this. I believe they had like this little Pokemon Go thing going on Thursday. Who went to that? You know what, that actually really shows how well Pokemon Go is doing. It's not. Pokemon Go...
and it was hot garbage.
Exactly.
I haven't gotten my money back from Pokemon Go.
Garbage has more worth value.
Exactly. So,
It's still freezing.
I actually want to say that when Pokemon Go actually came out for the first time, it was revolutionary. Everyone loved it. There were reports that were going all across the mainstream media where people were getting outside and they were walking around. They were doing all this great stuff, and it was like Pokemon was cool again because you had something that appealed to everybody. That was great. Yeah, have fun with that, knowing that the battery dies like really freaking quickly and you end up like 20 blocks away from your house with no phone and no GPS. See how well that turns out for you. But let me talk to you about what happened with the Pokemon Go Fest. So I'm going to give you the abridged version. In Chicago, they decided, hey, we have a great idea. We're gonna host this huge event. We're gonna get all these cool people to represent Team Valor and Team Mystic and Team Instinct. We're gonna get the fans involved. We're gonna get the CEO of Niantic himself to come down and say, hey, we've got a great event for you guys. You're gonna come here and there's gonna be challenges. There will be rewards. There will be legendary Pokemon. And that seemed like a really good idea at the time. Everyone was hyped for it. 20,000 people showed up for this event. And it all went to crap. Because... Oh, I'll get to that in a second. Here's the thing. When it came to this, people came from all over the world. 20,000 flocked to Chicago. Some people paid like upwards of $3,000 just to be in Chicago for one day. That is dedication right there, but for all the wrong reasons. When people actually got to the event, here's where things started to go south. They were supposed to scan a QR code so they could participate with the event. There were special timed events where you had to catch certain Pokemon. There were special events where you had to like do things a certain way, or catch this many amount of Pokemon, or maybe, just maybe, find some clues in a scavenger hunt. That's all fine and well, but guess what? The servers weren't working, meaning that those 20,000 people couldn't play. And mind you, they already had to spend $20 just to get a sheet with a QR code just to play in there. And there were a lot of people that were in the park that just wanted to play Pokemon Go for the fun of it. Some of them weren't even there for the event. They're just like, hey, I'm in the area. I'm just gonna come here and just chill. You know, I'm just gonna play Pokemon Go. But of course they had to fence off the area and they had to put all this fancy stuff. They had to put up a stage and they had to live stream it and they had to make it a big deal. So throughout the day, the entire Pokemon Go event just went down into the tank. There were people complaining that the server were not working. People couldn't catch any Pokemon. People were trying desperately to spend actual physical money on Pokecoins just to get things working. And it wasn't working at all. So, bless her heart, by the way, the announcer who was trying to get everyone hyped, she introduces the CEO of Niantic. And everyone boos him. They boo him so loud that they actually try to dim the audio on the live stream to try to quiet the muting. If you have to quiet the loud jeers and all the people booing, That's not a good sign. And there were people chanting, "Fix the game! Fix the game!" Try chanting. Just like imagine. I'll give you an example. Let's play a little pretend. When I come up on stage, I want you to boo me.
That's not hard. Not hard.
Okay, everyone. Hi, I'm the CEO.
Boo, you stink! Fix the game! Fix the game!
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just given you an exact representation and a successful reenactment of what happened that day. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that is for the CEO who had to come up there and just realize, oh, we screwed up that. This is not looking good for us. Oh, our stocks are going to plummet. Pretty soon we're going to have to start our other project, Digimon Go. Anyway. Then it gets worse, because then they decided to bring out these three representatives. They had one from Team Valor, they had one from Team Instinct, sorry, I said Instinct, wow. And they had one from Team Mystic. Now we all know, who are some Team Valor people up in here? Let's see. Yes, who are some Team Mystic people? Oh, I feel so sorry for you guys in a second. And where are my Team Instinct people? Okay. I would say the person they hired for Team Valor, he had some charisma. I'll give him that. The person they got for Team Instinct seemed a little uncomfortable because she had no idea what was going on. She had no idea this event was turning into a bust. But she's just up there still waving and internally screaming because she knows this is not going to look good for her later. But then we got Mystic. But then we have Mystic, who is this obnoxious YouTuber. Hey guys, guess what? I'm here with Team Mystic. I got my YouTube channel over here that's gonna show you the greatest tips. Guess what? I developed my own trick. It's called Savage Seasoning. And I'm gonna teach all you cool people how to do it. Oh my God, kill me, please. You're not even representing the right team, let alone representing what people want to play with Pokemon. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing and cringy. This is cringy. It needs a whole other word at this point. There were points where he was actually out there. So I'm out here with this real cool dude over here. Tell me, how many Pokemon have you been catching? None. Oh really? Why is that? Because I can't play the game. Oh, we'll get you a charger to fix your phone or something. So anyway, there's this guy over here. Oh my God. That was what it was like. There were people that couldn't even play the game, and here he is trying desperately to try and fix things. So later on, they decide, you know what, we're gonna try to fix this. So they had another guy from Niantic come up and say, hey, we realize that there's a server issue, so we're working on it. Yeah, a few hours later, working on it turned into nothing at all.
Yep. No.
20,000 people were stuck in Chicago, not able to play Pokemon in the sweltering Chicago heat. If you think Baltimore heat is bad, just wait till you get to Chicago. Better yet, if you want worse than Chicago, go to California. If you want worse than California, go to Florida. There's varying degrees of heat, and none of them are good. You have a death wish, so. Hear that, Kanata? But just to get all this to the point, they tried to offer refunds, and I will give them credit that they tried. Bless them, bless them. They knew what they did was wrong. They realized that they weren't prepared, so they were going to offer people refunds. Guess how many people got refunds?
0.
Nada. Well, maybe 1 or 2 people did. One person decided to sue this event for false advertisement. And I don't blame them for a single second. Because if you want to have an event like Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago, and you want to hype it up, and you want it to be the best event that it can possibly be, I have news for you. Double check before you do anything else.
Gracias.
And at the end, the announcer's just like, hey, guess what? Guess what? Our first legendary out there is going to be Articuno! Yay! Absolutely nothing. That's how bad it was. People were just willing to leave. But you know what? There is a silver lining to this. Because as far as I know, Chicago may have had Pokemon Go Fest, but at least it wasn't as bad as DashCon. But there are legends. But there are rumors. Because I know where this event was. I know where DashCon was. And for those real hardcore Pokemon Go players, I got news for you.
Oh God.
I know where Lugia is.
Is that the bottom of the ball pit? Ball pit.
It's right there. And yes, if you catch him, you can spend an extra hour in the ball pit. Oh, that reminds me actually. You sir in the back, I need you to come up here for a sec. You sir, no. Mr. Irish John.
Yeah.
Up here, dude.
Howdy boy.
So, Mr. Irish John, what is it mean? What is it we have here?
It's Eric the Flying Cat.
And who is Eric the Flying Cat?
This is Kichi's most favorite thing in the whole world.
I know. Let me just say,
John.
when it comes to Eric the Cat, I just want, Hi. Hey, wait. Let's just say, Kichi loves this cat so, just listen. Kichi loves this cat so much that she can't possibly give it enough love in the world. So one of you lucky people is going to get it.
Who wants it the most?
Who wants it the most? Who wants it the most? Who wants this adorable cat the most? Who wants to take it home?
You in the white shirt. Come on, yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir. You are now the proud owner of a special flying cat.
I just want to say, I hate all of you.
I'm sorry, Kitty.
What you got?
What's the difference between cartoons and the Hispanic Panic?
What?
What's the difference? I'm asking you that.
Oh, what's the difference? People actually know who I am.
You gave me that one. I'm good. Okay.
Everybody knows your opinion on red, black, and blue and black. What's your opinion on yellow and black?
Yellow, black, and yellow.
I'll say this much. You guys are terrifying. And that's in a good way because people will actually be terrified by you. There's edgy red and black OCs, but then there's yellow and black OCs, and you don't mess with them. Even edgelords like me are like, oh, we don't go over there. We don't talk with them. We look and admire. We just look and admire and internally wonder if we mess with them, we're gonna die. Mad respect for them, though. All right, what do we got next? How many minutes do we have left? 2 minutes? All right, let's pick 2 more questions. You, sir. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Do you think there should be a Shadow the Hedgehog remake?
on your back.
Yeah, turn around for a second.
You're welcome.
It's Kim.
You know, I would. But the fact that Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Boom got beaten by a selfie flash is pretty freaking embarrassing. But you know what I want more than that? I don't want a Shadow the Hedgehog reboot.
What?
I want a Silver the Hedgehog game. It's been too long, and he needs it. He needs a way to wipe off the fact that he was in Sonic 06, and he needs to show that he can actually be in a good game. 1 minute? All right, I will take one more question, and by the way, guys, if you'd like to hang out with me or talk with me, I have funds to give out for all you guys who turned out for this panel. I'll be outside right there to answer your questions and sign stuff. So I'm going to take one more question. You, sir. No, you, Mr. A and Y. The other red and black guy.
You can tell I'm already halfway there. I want to follow the path of the edge. What do I have to do?
It's too soon.
You have to watch Edge, Edge, and Edgy, and Edgy.
Come on up on stage. I'll tell you what you need. And after this, I'm going to wrap it up. You know what you need? Hold still. All right, there. You need these.
Oh,
You need these.
Put it on backwards.
Sideways,
No, you need to put it on backwards.
Sideways!
Why does it look so
Congratulations. You are now 20% more edgy. And that is Out the Edge. Thank you guys for turning out. You are all awesome.